Firstly, you need to follow these instructions. You should not watch the video continuously. First of all, you should try to simplify the first sum, second sum, and so on. Afterwards, you could check with your answer and my answer, right? This is the smart way of learning these types of videos, right? So, sums. First question, then I will be uploading the link of this paper into the description box as well. Bear in mind, you could download the paper, this paper. So the first question is annual assessed value of, I will be discussing the first 20 questions. Annual assessed value of a building is 80,000 rupees. Annual assessed value is 80,000 rupees. Really, what is assessed value? Assessed value is not the value that you can sell this property, right? Annual assessed value is the value which is decided by an officer who comes to the place. Okay, so I mean, this is not the value that this property can be sold, right? Property cannot be sold. To this, I mean, this value is not the value that can sell that property, right? So the first question is annual assessed value of a building is 80,000 rupees. You need to find the rates that needs rates. This is the first question. Annual assessed value of a building is 80,000 rupees. Annual assessed value. Really, what is annual assessed value? Annual assessed value is not the value. This property cannot be sold. At 80,000 rupees. This is a value given by your officer who comes to the place where this is having, this property is having, right? Okay, this value is given by an officer. Okay, so the annual assessed value is 80,000 rupees. Rates charged by that provincial council law, Pradesh Sabha, Nagar Sabha, then anyway we say in singular, then is 6%. Rates 6%. Rates is a type of tax 6%. We need to find the tax rates need to be paid for 1 year. So this means this can be calculated really, then 6/100 times 80,000. Now this zero can be cancelled out. This zero can be cancelled out. 6 into 800. So 800 into 6. 6 into 0, 0. 6 into 0, 0. 6 times 8, 48. This is the annual rates paid by this paid for this property. Okay, 4,800. This is an easy question. Let's start the second question. In the second question, it says that here is a semicircle, right? Here is a semicircle, and it has given the diameter of this semicircle, that's 14 cm. This is the center. What we need to do, we need to find the arc length. This is the arc length. Generally, you know that when it comes to this type of sector, we get this is the angle is theta. The arc length is taken generally, then theta over 360 degrees is 2 phi r, right? 2 phi r or phi d, right? Then here, this is r. This is the arc length. The way of getting the arc length, generally we use this way. Theta means the angle, but here the angle is 180 degrees. Here is a semicircle, right? Here is a semicircle. Therefore, we could get this one as half, right? Half. Or 180 over 360 degrees. 180 over 360 degrees means really half when you simplify. So 1 time, 2 times. I mean, I will take directly as half. Then here we've been given the diameter. Therefore, we could write this one as half into 5d. Half. 5 means 22 over 7. D means 14. 14 cm. Let's simplify that. 1 time, 2 times. This 2 and this 2 also can be cancelled out. That's 1 time, 1 time. So 1 into 22, 22. 22 into 1, 22. So the answer is 22 cm. 22 cm is the arc length of this semicircle. So the third question is a simple equation one, which is, solve this one. 2, 3 times x minus 2 plus 1 equals to 9. How do you do this type of one really? First of all, you could remove the bracket here, right? Then really, how do you learn this type of sums, right? First of all, you could pause this video, and after that, you could simplify. You need to get your answer. Eventually, you would check with my answer. If it is an issue, you could mention it in the comment section. Then I will be helping you to get resolve your issues. Sorry. Let's remove the bracket. 3 into x 3x here plus here minus plus into minus minus 3 times to 6 plus 1 equals to 9. So here this minus 6 and plus 1 can be simplified, that minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5 equals to 9. This minus 5 is brought here, it becomes plus 5. So 9 plus 5 is 14. So really both sides can be divided by 3. So 14 over 3 can be kept as a mixed number. So 14 divided by 3. Wait, really, what was happened here? Yeah, is this 19? I think that according to the question, assuming that here it has given that, yeah, 9, this is 9. So 14 over 3. Yeah, in 14, how many 3 times? Which is 4. 3 times for 12, then remainder is 2. Then 3 times 4, x equals 3 times for 12, 12 plus 2, 14. This is the answer. So bear in mind, I uploaded the link of this paper into the description box. You could download the paper. So next one, fourth question. Fourth question is log here 5 to 1. So this means, 5 to the power 0 equals to 1. You know that. 4 to the power 0 equals to 1. Half to the power 0 equals to 1. This knowledge you gained, right? Last year you gained this knowledge. Again, 9 students were taught this, really, they took this knowledge. So instead of this 1 really, we write as 1 means 5 to the power 0, right? Here 5 to the power 0. Then 1 also was written as a power of 5. 1 also was written as a power of 5. So here the answer is 0. Okay, then here the answer is 0. Just to think of this type of one, log 125 to base 5. How do you do this type of one really? Then this 125 also can be written as 5 to the power 3. Then as a power of 5. The reason of writing here that 125 as a power of 5, then here 5, base is 5. Then because of that reason, this 125 was written as a power of 5. Now the answer is 3. Okay. So next question. Fifth question is find the values of x and y here. X and y. X and y can be taken here really. Here, yes, this is 50 degrees. It has given that these lines are parallel. When these lines are parallel, you know that easily we are able to get the value of x here. It has given that this is 110 really, sorry, this is 110. This angle is 110 degrees. So think of this one. So these lines are parallel. So this x, this is 110 degrees. So these lines are parallel. Therefore, we could show this, the sum of these two angles, that 180 degrees. X plus the reason x plus 110 degrees equals 180 degrees. Allied angles. These are allied angles. Okay, allied angles. Now we could get the value of x, that sum of allied angles. Allied means C-shape angles. Sum is 180 degrees. 180 minus 110 degrees, which is 70 degrees. The x can be taken as 70 degrees. Y, we need to get the value of y as well. Think of this one. Here we've taken the value of x, that 70 degrees, that can be written here. Then this angle has given as 50 degrees. This one. So this is y. How do we get the value of y here? Here y. Then this side has produced, right, just to think of this triangle, the side of this triangle has produced, then this is the exterior angle form when it is produced the side of this triangle, then this angle equals to sum of these two angles. Exterior angle form, when it is produced the side of a triangle, the form exterior angle equals to the sum of interior opposite angles. That means then y equals to 50 degrees plus 70 degrees, or 70 degrees plus 50 degrees, which is 120 degrees. Don't want to write 120 degrees in this sense. These two diagrams don't need to draw it, just so that I can teach you properly. Then I drew these diagrams separately. Sixth question is find the LCM. LCM can be taken of this one. Then 24m square n squared. How do we get LCM? LCM of the sixth question can be taken. This is a question really. Then 3m squared, 8m squared n, 6m n squared. Let's get the LCM. Yeah, LCM means least common multiple. Least common multiple needs to be taken of these given terms. How do we get? Firstly, you need to get this is the easiest way of getting the LCM, right? Get the LCM of these digits first. 3, 8, 6. That is divided by 2. Then 3 times, 4 times, 3 times. Again divided by 2. Then 3 times, 2 times, 3 times. Again divided by 2. Then 2 is a multiple of 2. 3 times, 1 time, 3 times. Again divided by 3 here. 1, 1, 1. Now you could multiply these values. Then 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 3, 24. This is the LCM of these digits. LCM of 3, 8 and 6 is 24. Now we could get the greater index is taken generally. This is the easiest way. Think of m here, m to the power 2, m to the power 2, m to the power 1. Now greater index is taken, which is m squared. So here n to the power 1, n to the power 2. Greater index is n to the power 2. This is the LCM of these terms. Next question, the sixth question. This is the seventh question. The seventh question is, it says that just take the download the paper. Link of this paper has entered into the description box. Take it, please. Right? Sorry. Shade the region who scored 80 marks. Right? Who scored 80 marks. Shade the region girls who scored 80 marks. Girls who scored 80 marks. This is the given Venn diagram really. Then these are boys, right? All the boys are in this circle. The other one, students who scored 80 marks. Students who scored 80 marks. So students who scored 80 marks. Then here it has given that in this circle there are boys, right? There are boys in this circle. But here it says that students who scored 80 marks. So what is the question? We need to shade the region. Girls who scored 80 marks. Girls who scored, then in this region, in this region and this region, in this region and in this region, there are boys. In this region, in this circle, there are boys. In this circle, in this segment and this segment. In this segment and in this segment, there are boys. Then in this circle, girls also are in this circle. The reason then boys are in this circle, then out of this circle, it should be girls are in this out of this circle. And the boys are in this whole circle, then out of there are boys and girls. Then in this segment, it's having girls who scored 80 marks. girls who scored 80 marks. Really, in this segment, boys who scored 80 marks. Right? This is the answer. Next one, solve the inequality. 8th question. Solve the inequality x minus 5 less than minus 2. Solve the inequality and represent on a number line. Then this knowledge of equations can be applied here. X is less than minus 2, then minus 2, 5 becomes plus 5. Then minus 2 plus 5 is plus 3 here. So all the less values than x is less than 3. So here 2, here 3. Then this is the way of coloring or marking the solutions of minus 2 and minus 3 and so on of this inequality. X is less than 3. Okay, less than. We do not color this circle. Then if it is, it can be colored if this inequality is taken in this sense that x is less than or equals 3. Here we do not color this circle. Let's start the 9th question here. Really, you know, wait. In the 9th question, it says that 2/5 a certain amount of money. Then it says that 2/5 is given. A person gives 2/5 to his wife, and the remaining fraction given. It's divided the remaining fraction among his daughters, right? Among his daughters, it's divided the remaining segment. Then wife is given 2/5. Wife is given 2/5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wife is given 2/5. Wife is given 2/5. Right? Wife is given 2/5. The remaining segment is 3/5. When wife is given 2/5, the remaining segment should be 3/5. Okay. So our question is the amount which is fraction which is taken by a daughter. The wife is given 2/5 of his having money. Then after that, what is he doing? The remaining fraction divided among his daughters, right? So the question is the fraction which is taken by a daughter. Then there are 3 daughters. Really, considering this diagram also, it's able to get the answer, right? Right here, really, a daughter is taken 1/5. How do we get it then? Daughters are given 3/5. Then we could get the amount which is taken, fraction which is taken by a daughter, related fraction of a daughter. Then this 3/5 divided by 3. Then 3/5. Here it takes a reciprocal. Then 1/3. Now 3/5 into 1/3, which is 1 time. Now 1 into 1, 1, 5 into 1, 5. This is the answer. Next question. It has given that this is a 10th question. AB equals to AC. AB equals to AC. FBC angle equals to 90 degrees. Find the value of AFD angle. Yes, AFD angle. This is the diagram. This is the diagram. Yes, this type of diagram. This is the diagram. Yeah. This is B. This is E. This is C. A. F. D. Given data, then this is X. If this is X, you know that this one also should be equal to X, vertically opposite angles. That's the first thing. This 40 degrees and this angle has given as 90 degrees, and also it says that AB equals to AC. AB equals to AC, right? AB equals to AC. In the triangle ABC, it gives that AB equals to AC. So when it comes to an isosceles triangle, The angles opposite to the equal sides are equal in magnitude. It has given this angle that's 40 degrees. If this is 40, this one also should be equal to 40. This means that this is 40. Now we could consider this small triangle. This triangle can be considered. Considering this triangle, you know that the sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. X plus 90 degrees plus 40 degrees equals to 180 degrees. 90 plus 40 equals to 130 degrees equals to 180 degrees. X equals to 180 degrees minus 130 degrees, which is 50 degrees. X equals to 50 degrees. We could get the value of the 11th question that find the area of the sector. Yeah, area can be taken of the sector. Area, don't forget area. Area. This is the given sector. Angle is 45 degrees. The radius has given that 7 cm. We could get the area. Generally, the area of a sector can be taken. The area of a sector can be taken that if this angle is 30, then area is taken generally 30 over 360 degrees into 5r square. You know that the sum of, that the area of a circle is taken using 5r square. This here really we are getting the fraction of this sector. So here theta is 45. We are getting the area. Don't forget, area is taken of this one. Area equals to 45 over 360 degrees into 5r square. This needs to be written first. 45 times 8 equals to 360. 4 times 5, 8 times 40 remained is 4. 8 times 32 plus 4, 36. So this can be simplified as 1 time 8 times. 1 over 8 times 5 means 22 over 7. R is 7. 7 into 7. Now let's simplify. Here I will remove this diagram. So 1 over 8, 22 over 7, 7 into 7. 1 7 can be cancelled out. That's 1 time. Now this 22 and this 8 can be cancelled out as because here 22 is a multiple of 2, 8 is a multiple of 2. So we could simplify as 11 times and 4 times. 1 into 11, 11. 11 into 7, 77. 77 over 4. Don't forget the units must be mentioned. So 77 over 4 equals to 19.25. You could divide, right? This is, this division of value of this fraction can be taken as 19.25. You could do it, okay? And the 12th question, it says that A and B are mutually exclusive events. Well, what are mutually exclusive events? Mutually exclusive events means, these two are mutually exclusive events, right? On the other hand, disjoint sets, okay? So, mutually exclusive events or mutually exclusive events. When it comes to mutually exclusive events, another relation you need to know that, right? What is that relation? If these events are A and B, then it's generally we write as P A union B equals PA plus BB. PA plus PB. If you can't remember right now, you recall this one, right? Remember, you need to recall this one, right? PA union B equals PA plus PB. We do not take the other part PA intersection B because here there is not an intersection here. So anyway, if you've been given that if it is mentioned that two events are mutually exclusive, then this is the relation or formula that is taken to solve these types of questions. It has given that PA equals to, in the question it has given that PA equals to 0.4. And also it gives that PA union B equals to 0.77. These things are given in the question, right? So what we need to do, we need to find PB. PB should be taken here. How do we get PB here? These values we could substitute in this equation. PB equals 0.77, 0.77. We need to get PB here. PA or PB or PA also has given that 0.4. This is PB. PB can be taken that, 0.77 minus 0.4. 0.77 minus 0.4. Let's subtract. Then you could write here 0. Then 7 minus 0 is 0. 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. So the value of PB we are able to get as 0.37. This is the answer. This can be kept as a fraction as well. But anyway, this is okay. This is accepted by your class tuition. So the other question is the square root of a number to the nearest approximation is 4.8. I mean, we've been given the approximation value, that's 4.8. Find the number. Number can be taken. Really, this is this value should close to 25. I mean 4.8. 4.8 is the value of a certain. I mean, first approximation value is 4.8. We need to find the number, which means you think that we've been given the square root of a certain number, that 5. Just you think, then the number should be 25. Square root of 25. Then this value is given. For us, this value is given. 5 is given. Then you need to find this one. That is 25. Like that type of question has given here. It says that the value of square root, that square root value, that 4.8. We need to find the number. Then that should be 24. Square root of 24. 4.8. Really, how did you get it? Then how do we get it? 24 is 24 closest to 25, right? Then square root of 25 is 5. So this value, just when you multiply 4.8 by 4.8, then 4.8 and so on, that type of value can be taken. When you multiply 4.7 and 4.7, it's unable to get this 4.8. Thinking of, that's the way of thinking when you do this type of question. Yes, it has given that in the 14th question, it has given that 14th question, AB equals to AC. AB equals to AC, I'll draw the diagram, and also it says that BP equals to CQ. BP equals to CQ. Now, this is B. AB equals to AC. So this means, if AB equals to AC, if this angle is X, then this angle is also X. This angle equals this angle. Side angles supposed to be equal, sides are equal. In an isosceles triangle, this angle equals this angle. Here is a point that you need to consider here. And also it has drawn these two lines as well. Here P, here Q. What is our question? The question is, name two pairs of congruent triangles. Name two pairs of congruent triangles. Really, what are the two pairs of congruent triangles? You know the cases of congruence of triangles. SSS, SAS, AAS, RS, RHS. These are the cases of congruence of triangles. Really, are we able to get, then it says that this side equals to this side. BP equals to QC. It has given in the question that BP equals to CQ. BP equals to CQ or QC. So easily you could see that this triangle and this triangle, these two triangles, right? ABP and ACQ. ABP and ACQ are congruent in the case side, angle, side. AC equals to AB. QC equals to CQ equals to BP, or QC equals to BQ. This angle equals to this angle. Therefore, one pair is ABP and ABP triangle and the other one ACQ triangle. One pair, two pairs you need to mention. The other pair, PQ is a common side. Therefore, BQ should be equals to CQ, CP, right? BQ equals to CP. BQ equals to CP. Therefore, it's able to get the other triangles, two triangles pairs, that AQB and AQB triangle and AQB triangle and APC triangle. These triangles also converge. Okay, let's do the 15th question. Simplify 15th question. 3 over x minus 1 over 2x. How do we do this? You need to make equal this, denominator. Multiplied by 2 both sides. 3 times 2, 6. 2 into x, 2x. 1 over 2x. 6 minus 1 is 5. Then 5 over 2x is the answer. This question is really very easy. So, the other question, find the value of a here. 16th question. How do you get the value of a here really? It has given that here is a parallelogram. When it comes to a parallelogram, you know that here is a parallelogram. When it comes to a parallelogram, then this is a, we need to find the value of a. It has given that this side has produced, this is given that 65 degrees, the exterior angle. In a parallelogram general, you know that angles, opposite angles are equal, right? Opposite angles are equal. So if this is a, then this one also should be equal to a. You see, these are the opposite angles. So here is the straight line. So a plus 65 degrees equals to 180 degrees. So a equals to 180 degrees minus 65 degrees. So 180 minus 65 degrees, then 10 minus 5, 5, then 7 minus 6, 1. So the answer is 115 degrees here. A is 115 degrees. Next question is 17th question. How do you do the 7th question? 17th question. Fill in the blanks. 2a blank whole squared, 4a squared. Here is a blank and this is 9. Now, can you remember this relation really? Binomial expressions. First term, second term, then this can be expanded. Square the first term, which is a square, then after that you need to multiply, this product is taken. Then 2 into a into b, which is 2ab plus b square. So likewise, this can be done. Here 2a whole square. This one has given that 2a whole square means 2 times 2, 4, 4a square. Then here 4a square. And also here 9. How do we get 9 here? In order to get 9 here, this value must be really 3. The reason is, 3 squared 9. Now, previously I taught you that in order to get the midpoint here, mid value here, generally we multiply. Then 2 times 2a times 3. Then 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 3, 12. So the answer is 12a. Here the value should be 12a. Next question. In the figure it says that AB is a vertical post. AB is a vertical post, and you could see the diagram that is in the paper. In the figure AB is a vertical post. B, C and D are 3 points found in the horizontal ground. The angle of this is the given diagram here. This is the 18th question. Given diagram. It says that AB is a vertical post, B, C and D are the 3 points found on the horizontal ground. Then this A and C has joined here. This is C. These 2 points joined 2 points can be seen here. And also what we need to do here, really, the angle of elevation of A from C. Angle of elevation of A from C. Elevation of A from C. When you see at A from C, you need to mark this value. This is the Um, Answer for the first part. You need to mark here angle of angle of A when you check at, observe at from C, right? From C. When you observe from C. This is the answer for the first part. In the second question, it says that the angle of depression of D from A. Angle of depression. This is the depression angle. This is the elevation angle, low angle of elevation. Right, this is depression, angle of depression of D from E. These two angles should be marked. This is the answer for this question. Okay. Next question. I mean that these values really can be mentioned. Angles can be mentioned. Angles can be named. Angle value for the first angle. First question is ACBO BCA. Second answer is this one has given that X. So DAX or DAX really DAX. Oh yeah, the answer can be kept in this sense as well. In this sense as well. Evaluate using factors. You need to use some knowledge of factors in order to get the answer of this one. So 22 over 7 into 20 minus 22 over 7 into 6. Really, how do you get the answer of this one? How do you get the answer of this one? Really, 22 over 7. Then here, 22 over 7 can be taken as a common factor here, right? 22 over 7. And also after that, here you could see 20 minus 6. Then 22 over 7, you could subtract. Then 20 minus 6. 14. Now you can simplify that 1 time, 2 times. 22 times 2 is 44. 22 times 2, 44. Right? This is the answer. Here is a good question really. So the next one is 20th question is find the value of x. You need to get the value of x real here. Right? Here is a wait. Let's get the circle. Yeah. Find the value of x here. This is the center. Right? This is the center here, and also this line and this line has given here. Then given values here really. Then this is 30. This is radius. Then this distance and this distance equal. From here to here distance, from here to here distance equal. These values are not given, but you need to get these lengths that equal. Okay, then radius, radii really. If this is 30, this one also should be equal to 30. The reason angles opposite to be equal, sides are equal in magnitude. And also it has given that this is 20. You need to then this one also has joined. If this is 20, then this one equal to this one really, radius. This one also should be equal to 20. So when you produce this one really, what is this one? Sum of these two. Here is a triangle. If this is 30, this one 30, sum of these two 60. Sum of these two equals 30 plus 30, 60. 20 plus 20, 40. Right? Then you've been given this angle as x. So x equals to 60 plus 40. 60 plus 40 is 100 degrees really. Okay. This is the way of doing this question. Really, this is a good question. Right. In the 21st question, it says that you need to get the underline the discrete data. Really, how do you identify discrete data? Discrete data. You could download the paper that is mentioned. I mean, this question is met in the paper, right? This is the 21st question. Underline discrete data. Discrete data. Discrete data. Discrete data, right? Discrete data. What's the meaning of this? Discrete data. Discrete data means you think of a football match. The number of goals, taken goals, taken goals can be, 2 goals, 3 goals, 5 goals, whole numbers can be taken. We do not take decimal goals, 2.1 goal, 2.3 goal, 3.5 goals, right? We don't take. So discrete data means, whole numbers really. We've been given three things: the weight of vegetable, first one, weight of vegetables brought to a shop in 10 days. Those any value can be taken, right? When it comes to weights, 30.5 kilograms, 30.517 kilograms. This is not discrete. Continuous data. This the number of members of a family in a housing scheme. Yeah, number of members, right? Number of members, that we don't consider. Just to think of your family. Number of members, let's assume that 4. We don't say that 4.1, right? 4.5, right? Decimal numbers we don't take. So second one is can be considered as a discrete data. Let's consider third one. The data collected about weights and heights of grade 10 students. Weight and heights also are considered as discrete continuous data. Next one, it says that put correct in front of the factors that are common to both square and rectangle. Yeah, common to both rectangle and square, right? Angles at vertices are right angles. Yeah, that's okay. Angles at vertices. Here is a square, here is a rectangle. Angles at vertices, right? Right angles. That's okay. Square, rectangle, right? Angles at vertices, right angles. That's okay. The second one, diagonals bisect each other. Here diagonals bisect each other when it comes to a square, but here it does not happen. Diagonals do not bisect each other, right? So second one is wrong. Diagonals are equal in length. Yeah, this diagonal equals this diagonal. In length. This one equals this one. Okay. 23rd question. That is, the volume of the prism is 36. It has given the volume of this prism, that 23rd question. Volume of the prism. Volume of this prism is, it has given that 36. Yeah, volume has given that 36 cm square, and also we how to get the value of length should be taken here. Volume is taken generally of a prism, obtaining the area of the cross section. This is the cross section, area of the cross section into length. Area is taken generally, then length into breadth into height. 3 into 4 over 2. When you use this one, it's able to get the area of this triangle, right? 3 into 4 over 2 or 4 into 3 over 2, same thing, right? This is the right triangle. Into length equals to 36. It has given that the volume of this prism, that 36 cm cubic centimeters, right? Cubic centimeters. We need to get the value of x here. In order to get the value of x here, we need to set up this equation, right? Now simplify that. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times to 6. 6 into x, 6x. 6x equals 36. Now x can be taken, that 6x equals 36 divided by 6 both sides. X equals to 6 cm. Okay, this is the 23rd question. For the 24th question, find the length of AB. Right, here it needs to be used the Pythagoras theorem as well, really. Find the length of AB. Find the length of AB. This is the center. Center is so. These dimensions have given in centimeters, right? This is given as 13 centimeters, and also it says that is the center. C is the midpoint of. It says in the question that C is the midpoint of AB. C is the midpoint of AB. So if C is the midpoint of AB, another theorem you learned right now, you learned certain theorem. If C is the midpoint of AB, then this angle must be 90 degrees, or this one then 90 degrees. And also then we are able to get the value of AC using this here is a right angle using Pythagoras theorem. This is hypotenuse of this triangle OAC. When it comes to the triangle OAC, OA is the hypotenuse, 13 square equals to 5 square plus AC squared. 13 square 169, 5 square 13 times 13 169. So you could multiply, and 5 square 25. This is AC squared. Mention in the bracket that Pythagoras theorem, PR, plus 25 becomes minus 25 equals to AC squared. So this is 144. 144 equals to AC squared. You could get the square root value of 144, which is 12. So AC equals 12 cm. AC equals 12 cm. But this is not the answer. In the question it says to get the length of AB. AB, this is 12. Already we know that this length equals this length. So AB should be equals to 12 plus 12. This is 12 into 2. 24 cm. Eventually you have to write cm. The last question of this paper, first paper, it says that according to the question, it says here is a construction question. We need to draw a loci. We need to locate a point P where that point is met. From the equidistance of the lines A, B, and AD, according to the question. So how do we do this really? This type of one, then it says that this is 12. This is AB, CD, and here is a rectangle. We need to locate a place, a point. Actually, in the question, this point has not given. I will write this one as E. A point P should be located equidistant to the lines AB and AD. Okay, and also that should be, So that is, in order to get to that point, we need to get the draw an arc. We need to bisect this angle, then draw this. Right, bisector is constructed of the angle BAE, and this value should be 5 according to my memory. Then that then anyway, 5. Then from AB 5 cm away, the point which is located, and from AD also 5 cm. So that point should be the point P. This is the place where we need to construct, right, point location. Okay, thanks a lot. Let's meet in the near future.